just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the stakes.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They go play action with Russell. That's caught. It's Meadows. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now here's Russell. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Keelan Russell going long. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give on the counter. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Now on the counter. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now facing a 3rd and long.
886. Now. Ready. Blue 22. Blue.
Throwing. Underwood. Finds a spot in the middle. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It'll be 3rd and long. Underwood fires to the big fella. And he gets it right on the cusp. Maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. They'll run it from the gun. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11th.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing Russell. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Russell. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Takes the easy completion. Great move. Now he's got room. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Makes the catch. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks the tackle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Going with the counter play here. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. They'll try to pop the draw. Oh, he's got some space. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's Underwood to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Ready?
Quick release by the QB. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Handoff from the gun. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Russell. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To throw, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2.
There he goes. Fighting off the defender. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football. But when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Offense gets set for second down. Gives it on the option. Maybe some room here. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Makes his man miss. Turning it on. Touchdown Tide. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run.
So here comes the Michigan offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Throwing, Underwood. Makes the grab. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33.
Blue 85. Move.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A booming punt, and it's headed toward the sideline. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. The Tide ready to roll on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Creates a little room. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keelan Russell steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
change this route. He'll take it himself. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Unloads to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
He's got it. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Calls his own number. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
At first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Throwing Russell. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And this is tough. Second half of the game, you're down by 3. You know a field goal is going to tie it. This is a golden opportunity here, David, to take the lead. I think I'm going for the touchdown.
Green light. I'm going for it. Second half, man, I can take the lead right here. I like my chances, and even if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! Tie ball game here in the 4th.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Starts it quickly on the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Ready. White 29. White 29.
They go play action. Bryce Underwood throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. They'll line up for a second down play. Might as well stick with him. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
Well, in the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable third down situation.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten halves of the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play?
Slippery route, 27. Bloomsburg University, 7.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Ready. Hey, kill it, kill it. 180 race car. 180 race car. 496 tsunami. 496 tsunami. 214 clone. 214 clone.
Underwood looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. He got it! They take the lead just over a minute to go, and now, guys, the challenge, try to stay on top. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Gets the back moving. Russell. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
I love that last play, and I love that they're still under control here. I know it's a 2-minute situation. Everybody's trying to go fast, but they can't get out of control. Right now, they're playing within themselves. They're understanding what's on the clock, and they're just running their offense.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Back to throw, it's Russell. Zips it out to his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those 1st downs, and just make that clock run.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let it loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. This one is going to be short and no good. Not enough leg. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is